Welcome to the Rise to Shine podcast with Noelle Kustas, where we ignite the spark to discover your favorite self. It is time to get real, ladies. Hello, and welcome to the Rise to Shine podcast. I'm your host, Noelle Kustas, and today is not going to be your usual episode. I was going to do December like a very responsible podcaster with my solo episode rotation, rotate my guests in, but then I had a conversation with someone whose intuition really just feels like God in disguise sometimes. And she said to me the other day, Noelle, your next level of success isn't coming from another strategy. It's coming when you stop trying to sound so polished. And when you let your hair down and just speak from your heart, you already have the gift. And it's time to go all in as you. I'm going to tell you, I was like, okay, where did that come from? And here's what's even more wild. I had already been hearing this a little bit. This is what I mean. I spend a lot of time in quiet time, in prayer, and lately something kept coming up for me, and that was the phrase, use your voice. I didn't know exactly what that meant. I am starting to unwrap that. But with all of that being said, I decided to make a pivot for today's episode. I decided to do something totally different, and it's a little birthday episode. And I thought, you know what? My birthday is this week. I'm going to be 52 years old. So why not just go all in with a manifesto? And yes, there is a 90% chance that I'm going to cringe about this tomorrow. But you know what? This week, in this moment, with all of these messages coming at me, it just felt like the perfect storm. It was a combination of my birthday week energy. The end of the year is starting to unfold. There's a lot of exhaustion that has come in from just thinking that I have it all figured out. So instead of pushing out my regular scheduled programming full of all this valuable content, which I love to do, I'm just going to give you something else. I'm going to give you the pulse of my truth and the part of me that is still becoming at the end of 2025. Because what I love about a manifesto is that it isn't polished. It's really just a declaration. It's kind of like this very spirit-led. I feel like this one feels deeply feminine, slightly spicy, kind of like, how do I say this nicely? Giving the middle finger to some fear. And then also this whole idea of like faking it till you make it or following trends, whatever that means. I just decided to go with this. And some of this might land deeply for some of you, and some might totally miss the mark for you. But my hope, and this is where I want you to stick with me here, is that it gives you permission to speak if that's what you're needing to do, to soften if that's what you're needing to do. And really, more importantly, is to stop waiting for the perfect moment to be the real you. Because I just feel like lately I'm just really done. I don't want to say I've been performing, but I feel like I'm done with feeling like it always has to be within the box, right? Or be aligned to what the, gurus are telling you to do for a podcast or for your social media. And I feel like I'm just done fitting into the box. I'm done editing the times where I just feel alive to fit into this mold that we're supposed to be in. So who knows, maybe this is you too. But here goes. You guys ready? This is going to be a shorter episode and we're just going to go with it. I'm going to Just tell it like it is. I'm going to take a little bit of a deep breath because, no, I'm just kidding. I'm kind of probably making this a bigger deal than what it is. Nothing is earth shattering here. Honestly, it's just me being more vulnerable and adding a little humor in here because, why not? Sometimes I feel like I'm the only person that thinks I'm funny. And that's why I'm like, all right, we're just going to go with it. And so here we go. Noelle's Manifesto. I am not here to be easy to digest. I am here to be real. I am not everyone's cup of tea, but I want to be the perfect cup of coffee. And yes, I'm a total baby about it when my coffee is not just right. And I don't really like Starbucks. I am more of a Dunkin' girly. Even more so, some of my favorite local shops here where I live, but I do prefer to make my own at home with my special creamer concoction. If it costs me the truth, it's too expensive. If you only like me polished, you don't really know me. I don't owe anyone the version of me they're most comfortable with. I didn't come this far to dim now, and that is new for me to say, but I am totally owning it. I'm allowed to be the girl who prays and also says WTF in the same sentence. My kids and friends know I only curse when my husband isn't around. He has literally never said a curse word in his life. And although he doesn't hold it against people at all, I feel like he does secretly freak out if I drop the F bomb. And I just want to respect that. I can be in process and still carry power. Some days I feel like this wise sage, and some days I spiral over something on social media. Healing is real. So is crying in your car. I laugh at inappropriate times. I feel everything too deeply. And I have finally stopped apologizing for all of it. God didn't call me to perform, He called me to partner. I believe in obedience over strategy every time. I don't need clarity to be faithful. Peace is my metric now. I'm not scared of being misunderstood anymore. I don't want the life that looks good. I want the one that feels like home. I'm not here to go viral. I'm here to go deep. My desire is to bring women into my world that want to do the same. But honestly, if you love going viral, go for it. I love watching it happen for people, and I love watching it happen for my son. He literally blows my mind on TikTok, but that's for another time. This is my year of unedited expression. My glow up isn't aesthetic, although it will still be part of me because I love anything that is aesthetic, but it's identity. I'm not going to be doing New Year's resolutions. I'm doing resurrections. The woman I'm becoming is already inside of me. I have just stopped muting her. This is the year I stop trying and start telling even more truth. I love sourdough, but I do not want to make it myself. That level of commitment is above my current capacity, and that is the truth. I am fully on board, truth be told, with the Dubai chocolate trend. Better yet, can we just live on cheese, please? Any kind but Swiss. I don't really love that. I am all for making cheese a core food group. It is my addiction. I'm the woman who questions everything now. Who used to be the good girl. I was totally a rule follower. If you've known me for a long time, you know. Until 2020 came and flipped the whole thing upside down. There were several hills I was willing to die on, and honestly, I still stand by most of them. But I want to say this that I have mad respect for everyone's viewpoint because that time was confusing as heck. But it does still break my heart that families were torn apart over it, including my own. I am a Christian who also believes in energy, soul ties, human design, the Enneagram, the moon cycles, and yes, possibly aliens, and for sure chemtrails. Because honestly, some of what people call conspiracy theories just make too much sense not to question. And I am tired of looking the other way, but I also get exhausted doing all of the research. So I get it. Wherever you land in this, I get it. I am a Sagittarius. I'm a generator. I am an Enneagram 2 with a wing 3. If you know, you know. I believe that language shapes reality, that what we say rewires us. Every I am is a seed planted. So here are a few of mine. I am expanding. I am unlearning. I am not for everyone, and that's a whole new blessing to be okay with. It took me a lot of years to figure that out and to really be okay with it because the people pleaser tendencies in me want to cling to the idea of everyone liking me, but I know they don't. I do not want a Range Rover, but I do want a life where I can travel freely and get regular blowouts because blow drying my hair is a literal nightmare. And I want to live in overflow. My secret, not secret now, but my secret wish is to become someone that can buy the groceries of someone behind me, to hand someone $100 bill as a gift, to be an anonymous donor to the things that matter most to me. I love the thought of all of that. Okay, next. I haven't had Botox or fillers or surgery yet, but a breast reduction, a little eyelid lift, maybe lashes so I don't have to keep gluing them on. I'm totally into it. I love hair extensions, but right now I'm helping put our kids through college. So we'll just see what version of me shows up each quarter here. And what I do know is that I'm not going gray. My girlfriends and my mom rock the gray, they rock the silver like literal queens, but mine comes in all skunk stripy and no thanks. I'm not there at this time. I do struggle with my body image. I say I don't, but I do. So I may as well admit it now. And honestly, it can be all numbers on the scale. It doesn't matter. It is truly, truly something that I'm working on. Speaking of which, I said yes to being on a show this year and it literally rocked me. Seeing myself on camera cracked something open in the best and hardest ways. I knew I was going to have to face my body issues head on, but I am so freaking proud that I did it because it showed my kids that I'm willing to do the uncomfortable, even when I don't feel capable, I don't feel worthy, I don't feel ready. I want to leave a legacy more than anything. And yes, that feels really vulnerable to say out loud, not because I'm afraid it won't happen, but because words have power. So let me say it like this. This will be the episode that my great grandkids play at my celebration of life when I am 98 years old. Fully glam, sparkles everywhere, and they're going to just laugh and say, yep, that was our Glamgram 2.0. I am the 2.0 version because my grandma is the first edition and she is alive and well at almost 94. And I just love that for my family. Christmas season, speaking of glam gram, Christmas season is my whole heart. I start feeling the warm and fuzzies the minute the time changes. My family goes crazy over that and they actually tease me for it every single year, but I don't care. I love to be in full Hallmark mode. My glamgram gets this, and so does my son. I think we're all cut from the very same cloth. I love making breakfast for my family. It's one of those small things that makes me feel very rooted, very alive, and very much in purpose. I am freaking out that my baby, who is 16 years old, is halfway through his junior year and he wants to go to college across the country. I want to support him with all of my heart, but also I am dying inside. I watch more YouTube than actual TV. And yes, I have binged a few shows that were so steamy, I was embarrassed to even tell anyone I watched them. But here I am. I'm telling you now. I hate folding laundry more than any other household chore. Like it's a battle, and it has been for as long as I've been doing laundry. I'm the kind of mom who calls or texts my mom daily. We send each other ridiculous memes and laugh so hard we cry. I'm praying one day that my 23-year-old will want to do this too. Right now, she hates the phone, and we only talk a couple times a week. I say progress, not perfection. I am obsessed with my kids, deeply, madly, maybe even irrationally. And also, in the same breath, yes, some days I want to shake them, but only a handful of people ever get to hear that part because I fiercely protect them and never want anyone to think badly of them. My husband, he is absolutely the best man for me on this planet. I joke that he's from another world because he is so calm. He is so grounded. He is so humble. He hates when I dote on him like this, but I do it anyway because it is the truth. I have never been happier and literally feel like the most blessed girl in the world. Oh, and for those that don't know, I was praying for him before I even met him. We've only been together for 10 years. Some call it that some say that I manifested him because I wrote all of the things down that I wanted in a partner and he matched every single one of them. I kid you not, except for one. And that one was that he would be over 6 feet tall and he's 5'10". It's all good. I am so grateful. I laugh too loud, I feel too deep, and I care too much. I've been told it's a lot. I've decided that's not a bad thing. And I tend to snore, but my husband says it's getting better. I swear by my sleep peptides I take before bed. Again, that's a totally other conversation. I love to work when I'm in flow, but I've had to learn the hard way that being busy is not the same thing as being in purpose. Sometimes it's just avoidance dressed up in productivity. Also, I do not like to be told what to do, ever. Some of my favorite things this year, racing a car by myself. I was terrified, but OMG, I crushed it. Saying yes to the show Women Rising, it stretched me and it lit me up. Summer at the beach, soaking up my family and my new little grandpup, Oakley. He is absolutely the cutest. And starting a new community and launching the Glow Up School, even in the middle of a lot of breakdowns, a lot of heartbreak, a full on, I feel like, recalibration mode. It was real, it was mine. And I feel like we are just getting started. It's just starting to rise. I am still scared of certain things, still figuring out how to regulate my nervous system, but learning so many amazing things. I just need to continue to trust myself. I'm still grieving old friendships and deeply afraid of loss, any kind, but especially the death of loved ones. It's just true, and that's my truth. But I lean into people that are wiser than me. I lean into my faith and I lean into the inner knowing God planted there on a purpose. My friend also told me recently, Noelle, the very things you're hiding are what the world needs to see. And that really hit me. So this was the time to share the manifesto. The mirror for anyone else who's tired of pretending. I'm sure that there is so much more that I'm going to think about. And when I sit down longer, I will probably have more to share. But for now, I do have a Christmas tree that needs to be decorated. So I hope it was at least fun for you and gives you permission to share the real you too. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being here and for listening, for being a part of this space because this podcast, it's not just something I do, it's something I feel so deeply. Week after week, you guys are showing up. You send the DMs, you share the episodes, and what you don't realize is that this space has become one of the most life-giving parts of my entire business. Not because it outshines everything else I do, but because there is something magical here, something about getting to speak straight from the heart. And if today's episode gave you life, or maybe gave you a laugh, or gave you a little courage, I would love for you to share it with someone. And of course, tag me, message me, let me know what landed for you. I always love that more than you even know. And please do realize that I see every message that comes in. So if you're ready for more, come be a part of our community. Join me over at the gram at joyful_Noelle. I live there. It's in the show notes. Or join me in the Glow Up School. Registration is open and we will be sharing more of that this month because we begin on January 15th. And most importantly, I just want to say, let yourself be in rooms that remind you of who you really are, whether it's here or somewhere else. Get into those rooms. So, so important. And with that, I'm just going to say, keep rising, keep shining, and know that today it's right here waiting for you. Bye, friends. See you next week.
Thanks for joining me here today. Your presence means the world to me. If you enjoyed what you heard, please consider leaving a rating and review, and don't forget to follow or subscribe so you never miss an episode. Head to the show notes and let's connect. Rise to Shine Co. is ready to support you in coaching, collaboration, life tips, or even a coffee chat. Until next time, keep shining, my friends.